ring in my other pocket.
Yeah.
And I got on the knee. I dropped it in the pond. And it was funny at that moment.
So you choked the
fish? The whole,
Yeah.
oh, relax. The whole, restaurant was like, welcome back to the What's Upon a Venue podcast. This is episode 2. I am
Number
Michael.
2.
What?
Number 2.
Number 2. I said episode 2.
I know, and I said number 2.
Oh, see.
What, I can't chime in? You want me to bring?
You're already cutting me off.
Okay.
So what a great start.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you for tuning in. I am Michael.
And I'm Amanda, and we're the owners of the Glass Slipper Palace venue.
2 best friends, fiancés, venue owners.
To spilling the tea behind the fairy tale.
Behind the fairy tale.
Behind it.
Behind it.
Not in front of it.
Not in front of it. Anyways.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things where we left off.
Oh, man.
What do we left? Oh, the proposal.
Yes.
The proposal.
The infamous proposal.
Yes. And we got to talk about, honestly, my ring too,
Yeah, your
'Cause we gotta
proposal.
Talk about, my proposal. But
Yeah.
I think let's just start back from the proposal because, which I think is really important to the process, right?
Yes.
And I think I told you.
Are we just diving right in?
We're diving
We're
right
diving
in.
in?
We're diving in.
Okay, we're going
diving
straight.
Diving in.
Straight in.
Just straight in, no speedo.
Okay.
Anyways, so it took about months and months of planning.
Well, first and foremost, how long
And-
were we together before you proposed?
Almost.
That's wrong.
6 years.
I already said that's wrong before you even answered because it's wrong.
6.
Yikes.
7.
7.
7 years. That
No,
was 1 year out.
Not
What?
7.
Se-
First of all, was it 2017
yeah.
that
It was
you
like
became my boyfriend?
Yeah. Boyfriend, girlfriend. Okay.
Okay, and then 2020 you proposed. So
Oh, 3-4 years after. Yeah. Oh, I was thinking because the 2 years before we were best friends and stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So from that it was, asked your hand in marriage to via Zoom or via FaceTime from your mom and dad.
Yeah.
And that was a whole video on its own.
Oh, because
I tried
the
recording
audio?
and the audio was
The
horrible.
audio kept
I didn't know
cutting
that
out.
you can record the audio on the FaceTime and it doesn't work.
This was before like technology really.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
It
only
was there.
it was only 2020.
Yeah.
But nowadays, like the whole
easier,
like
yeah.
platforms that sync everything
Yeah,
is
it's
crazy.
crazy. It's
But back in the
amazing.
day, a couple years ago, 5
Yeah,
years
it was
ago,
hard.
you couldn't even sync up the audio. So you called my parents
Yeah.
3 or 4 times and asked my father,
Yeah.
"Can I marry your daughter?"
This episode is brought to you by the Glass Slipper Palace venue located in downtown Los Angeles, where we're not just a venue, we're an experience. Whether you're planning a fairy tale quinceañera, luxurious wedding, or a corporate bash, we got you covered. With packages starting just at $3,800, we have flexible options, a space dripping in royal vibes just like this. We make it easy to say yes for unforgettable moments, birthdays, baby showers, or a party just because. Let your imagination be the guest of honor. Have your amazing event here and book a tour today. Go to theglasslipperpalace.com or click the link in the description below because, hey, every event deserves just a touch of magic. Now back to the episode.
You called my parents
Yeah.
3 or 4 times and asked my father,
Yeah.
"Can I marry your daughter?" And his answer, you could never hear his answer.
Yeah. Yeah. It was up because of the
In the
damn
playback.
freaking playback. I
Yeah.
was like, damn it, But either way,
Yeah.
they said yes.
But he
and
did
it was
say
great.
yes. Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, I was originally gonna plan it on Santa Monica Pier,
Yeah.
right? And I know we liked, especially you, taking photos, on like with great backdrops, and especially with me and you in the shot. So I was like, oh, she's gonna want to take like a selfie or have someone take a photo of us on the pier,
Yeah.
sunset, nice. And and I was gonna have our close friends and family on the bottom of the sand with umbrellas that said, "Will you marry me?" And I was gonna have somebody take it.
Can
take
we
a photo.
time out for a second and rewind?
What?
The day before the proposal?
No, but
Are we getting there?
Yeah, we're getting there.
I was like, don't
straight.
don't go straight to
Relax. You relax. Relax.
Relax.
I like to
it. Ease into it.
ease into it. Yes.
Yeah, it looks like you're going a little too
Some
easy
foreplay.
into
Anyways,
Whoa. Curveball.
that's another podcast.
Yeah.
Either way, I was planning that, and then 3 weeks prior, I looked at I happened to look at the weather, and it was gonna rain that day.
But you had umbrellas. Why didn't you keep doing it?
Because it was just the concept wasn't gonna be there. Like you know what I mean. So like, I was like, okay, we haven't been to this restaurant in I don't think ever, and I wanted to do something special. So I was like, and I'll never forget, because you're like, don't do it in a restaurant, that's so dumb. I was gonna bring that up. Blah blah blah.
Well, first of all, I've worked in the restaurant my whole life, and
you probably saw it all the time.
Hated proposals at a restaurant. I don't know, it just never was a vibe. And I brought out so many engagement rings for people to propose. And it's just like,
now, okay, first of all, you brought out so many engagement rings at your old job being a waitress. How many times did the girl say no?
Man, I think they all said yes, but you could tell sometimes it was like
shaky.
Oh
man, that sucks.
And I was like, oh, what does it look like? What's the ring look like? Oh, she's gonna say no. But I think they pretty much said yes just because the pressure of everybody watching.
That sucks.
But I think there may have been one no.
Oh wow.
I think, and it was like
bad.
Yeah, and you just like turned and like kind of walked away. But
you hear like a pin drop.
Yeah. But yeah, so I didn't want to be proposed to in a restaurant. I made it very clear that I didn't want to be proposed to in a restaurant, and my great, amazing fiance ended up proposing in a restaurant.
But like no other.
It wasn't just any restaurant.
It was Yamashiro.
Yeah.
And we
so there's like a little garden in the center.
There's a Japanese garden, and apparently the waitress told me. So I went there right after, like 2 weeks before. I went there and I talked to the waitress, and I was like, hey, this is what I'm doing. Can I take a photo in the Japanese garden? They're like, oh, normally you can't do that. And I'm like, oh, man.
Did they say you can't?
No. Yeah, they're like, normally you can't. I was like,
Really?
Yeah. I mean, they said normally you can't. So maybe it's a thing now. I don't know.
Oh, interesting.
So, yeah. And then I said, come on, it's my engagement. I want to propose in the garden. Can you take like a photo?
Did you Google this?
No.
Like best places to propose? So how did you even know?
I just knew that it was different. It was like a restaurant that is super different than a simple
what even made
restaurant.
You like think?
I like the view. Number one, we always wanted to go there.
Yeah.
Number two,
I love sushi.
You love sushi. The two was like the view of the backdrop was great.
Yeah.
Right. So then I said, okay, I'm gonna do the same concept of, getting the umbrellas. And by the way, the umbrellas spelled out "Will you marry me?" And I use gold and white duct tape.
Yeah.
I did it at my mom's house. Kept it at my mom's house. You even came to my mom's one time, and I told her to hide the umbrellas.
Oh yeah.
Code red. You didn't even know.
Red. No idea.
You didn't even know. But so that's it. We went to the restaurant, and and you didn't even know that. What a girl! I don't forgot her name, but she was an actress.
We gotta rewind.
Oh, before, okay, before.
Like I knew you were gonna get so excited.
I got excited. Sorry, I'm excited that I proposed to you.
I understand.
Sorry, but anyways.
But this
was big. Like when I talk about big moment for me and Fur, is from going from a very
DJ
big
partner,
a very big, being a part of a very big band, the LMFAO, then starting to transition out of that into our own, me and Fur. We started to travel.
So to set the scene for the people that are just tuning in, you were in a band called LMFAO.
Yeah.
You were the hype man. You broke off and did a DJ duo with Fur. Ferocious. And you guys were performing at Avalon the night before the proposal.
Yeah. So
just to paint a picture.
But prior there, it wasn't a nightclub. First of all, it was a literally venue. Like a performance venue. That's not a nightclub. Okay. Do you know?
It's a nightclub. What's the difference?
So you're going to say Velasco's a nightclub?
I mean.
Because it's actually bigger than Velasco, just to paint a picture.
I mean, I've danced there before. I danced at Avalon.
Yeah, but they do events, right? So, and Avalon's like 1,500, 2,000 people, right?
Yeah.
And it's a performance venue, meaning like they do shows.
So this is
like
a big night for you.
Yeah, and we were growing.
You were DJing for the first time.
Yeah. And this is, this is our second time actually at Avalon.
Yeah.
The first time we were like the very, very, very first, like second openers. We sold tickets, which apparently we outsold most people there, but except the headliner.
Yeah.
And then this time, Chucky was DJing, right? The night before the proposal. Shout out to DJ Chucky. But the crazy thing is, Chucky didn't even help us get into, because I asked him, hey, can you tell him to let me open up? And then he's like, I tried, man, but they said that they have a lot of other DJs in mind. I said, okay, perfect. So I reached out. I was like, oh, damn, I got the girl stage manager's number. And I was always cool with her because I used to go there all the time with, LMFAO. So I was like, hey, this is going to be our second time. I don't know if you remember that first time. She goes, oh, yeah, we loved your guys' energy. If you could sell the tickets, you can open. I was like, do you want to sell the tickets again? I was like, 100%. So we did it, and then we sold even more. And man, that experience, and I think this is what letting into what you're gonna say, what's letting into that, because you understand we were on a trajectory of being really, really, going, who knows, you know, and doing festivals, EDC, and stuff like that. It was a big moment because it was a lot of people, a lot of friends, some family was there, a lot of like old school ride or die, fans of me and Furs was there, and they paid to be there. They literally, it wasn't.
And I
like
was working.
Invite. Yeah,
I was
you were
working at the
that
restaurant.
night. Yeah.
I didn't get off till, I think you were even going on at like 2:00 in the morning. I got there at like 2.
This was what was it? The 13th, I think, February 13th.
Yeah.
And it was like a Saturday or something.
So our
like
anniversary
that.
is
and our anniversary is Valentine's Day, and we were gonna. I am set to propose the very next day, and I kind of chose that day, which it was like a gift and a curse in a sense, or a good and a bad thing, because I was trying to sidetrack you, or
first of all,
to make you think that I was gonna propose.
First of all, this man asked me.
Oh yeah, the day before. That was my.
He said a week before. You should get your nails done.
I never say that too.
And he never says that. And that's like a trigger, like keyword for anybody that's getting proposed to. If your man or your mom or anybody's like, hey, you should get your nails done this week. And like nobody ever gives a shit about your nails. You're like, oh. And I was like, I think he's going to propose. But I didn't like 100% know. Yeah. And
then we had the show. So
then you had the show.
Really.
And I was just thinking this is a, like, how
am I going to do that?
Not how dumb of him, but like who would get wasted, blacked out, drunk the night before he proposed to his fiance? So you really did throw me a curveball, because I was like, no smart man would do that.
And then on top of that, we killed it. And then, kind of, I think Chucky played our song in his set, so that was even a bigger higher mo, because we had our own song out.
So
right?
He was just excited.
We were excited.
He overdrank.
Yeah, and then you came like right after our set finished.
I had like, I swear.
And then you had one drink, but I was drinking a lot through the night.
I swear I had one drink because it was late, and then the alcohol was running out.
Yeah. Then we went to the after parties.
For some reason.
Remember?
Oh, is that why?
Yeah, we went to the after party upstairs in Avalon, where that went on till 5 a.m.
Oh, did I have another drink?
Yeah.
Oh man.
So then that happened, and I got blacked out, drunk, because I was so happy.
Yeah.
But then I got to, another side note. I feel bad. I have to say this, because I feel bad for Bobby.
Yeah, are you going to tell that story?
Shout out to Bobby, because I was really...
His nephew.
My nephew, shot by Bobby. He does great pictures,
he actually, takes the
he does
content,
our behind-the-scenes content stuff for all
Palace.
of our events. But I think it was more of like...
His whole family left their cars at our house in West Hollywood.
Yeah.
And they all took like one car to the club.
Yeah.
And
I went to the after parties, and then they didn't.
They didn't, but they all left their keys inside the house.
Yeah, so they needed to get back in. And
so they were all waiting outside of our house when you were finishing your set.
Oh, no, it was after.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right after you finished your set.
So they thought that we were going to go home, but I said, no, I want to go. And they're like, no, we don't want to go to the after party. And then anyways.
So they're all waiting outside the house with their keys in the house.
Finally, we get back. I'm pissed off because, like, I had to cut the party short, but then I should have realized, like,
I have to propose tomorrow.
Oh, and then another layer, I have to give it up to Bobby, because if it wasn't for him, he would have never got the footage, and he could have been a dick and said, hey, you know what, because he shot
because you were yelling
at the proposal.
So because he was irritated, he had to drive home. Not drive home, we took an Uber, but we had to come home all the way just to unlock the house to get the keys out of it. So you were so mad, like, you ruined my night, this was such a special night for me, and this and that. It was a whole family though, it wasn't just Bobby, but
I know
Bobby specifically was recording the proposal for the next day. And it just was so crazy. It was so crazy.
So go to the proposal day. And I remember too drinking
No.
like
Oh, yeah.
Pedialyte the next day.
No, and I woke
like,
up and I was like, oh my God, I feel horrible. If you're gonna propose, like, can you
Don't
just?
do it, yeah.
I said, don't do it.
And I'm secretly giving you like Pedialyte in your drinks.
Yeah.
Gatorade.
I was like, if you're
for
gonna propose,
lunch.
please don't. I feel so sick. And I knew we had dinner at Yamashiro, and I was like, oh. And it was raining, and we were in the car. It was raining. Yeah. Yep.
See?
And we were in the back of the car going up this windy road, and I'm like, oh. I was like, babe, please don't. If you are. And you're like, I'm not. Like, what are you talking about?
And then the thing is, after.
Wait, let me tell my side.
Okay, rewind
So
to.
no. When we go in Yamashiro, we go up to the hostess stand. And mind you, I've been working in restaurants my entire life. So from 18 to last year, you know, we went in, we checked in with the hostess, and she goes, oh, well, while you guys wait for your table, let me show you around. And I was like, that's odd.
No, I remember I said, can I take a photo? And she said no.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And like,
she said no at first.
Mind you, like, people asked me at my restaurant to take photos all the time. And I was like, I don't always do it, but it was just like, after taking so many photos, you know, she was so willing to take a photo, but I still had no clue. I was like, wow, this girl's so nice. I was like, did you pay her? Like, usually people do this if they get tipped.
She was a good actress.
She was a good actress. And she was like taking us like all the way around into the garden on the bridge over the water. Yeah. And I still have zero clue because I just think, this is part of the experience.
And this garden is like a legit Japanese garden. Amazing. It's beautiful. There's like a replica of a Japanese like bridge, like you said, with a pond. There's like koi fish. There's like all this like crazy amazing stuff. It looks beautiful.
But right? I still at this point have zero clue. I just think she's being so nice and like accommodating. It was part of the experience if you come in the restaurant. I genuinely am very hard to surprise, and I had no clue. Because, and I always knew I didn't want it in a restaurant. So I was like, he wouldn't do it in a restaurant. That was probably the best thing you could have done, honestly, because I didn't expect it.
But the good thing is, so she's like, yeah, I'll take the photo for you. And then like,
so we're taking the photo.
So we're taking the photo, and behind us says everyone behind you, and you didn't even know this.
No, behind us, because we're both facing forward to the camera. We're on the bridge over the water.
And behind the garden is our close friends and family.
I still have no idea.
Held the same umbrellas that straight out that say, "Will you marry me?"
Like WILL. Each umbrella was a different letter.
And then Bobby comes out.
So I didn't see Bobby. I didn't see him videographing. No, I just saw like a big bright light. Mind you, we're influencers at this time. I'm an influencer this time, so it wouldn't surprise me if like somebody was recording us. For their social media or something,
or whatever.
Paparazzi, you know, it didn't surprise me just because we're always so around it, you know. So I just see like it was because the lights are kind of dim in there. They're dark. It's dark in there, and I just see like a flashing light like come next to the girl that's taking the pictures, and I'm still not understanding. And then like you get down on your knee or you start talking to me, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, I blacked out.
I blacked out too. I have no idea.
Yeah. I don't know. I just had a speech.
I'm looking around. I'm looking down. I'm like, oh my God, it's happening. Oh, and it just happens so fast.
Yeah. And I said, look, and then you looked, and you saw the Will You Marry Me.
Yeah, I turned around and like all the umbrellas spelled it, and like the restaurant's cheering.
Yeah.
But then it got really quiet when you were like saying.
Because I did it in true Michael fashion. I had a fake ring in this pocket.
Yeah.
Then I had a real ring in my other pocket. Yeah. And I got on the knee with the fake ring, and I acted like I dropped it in the pond, and it was funny at that moment.
So you choked the fish?
The whole relax. The whole restaurant was like.
Yeah, they all gasped, huh?
And it was like, oh, crap.
Well, first of all, I saw the ring and I was like, that's not the ring I picked out, because I honestly picked out my own ring. Yeah. Well, you designed it. Yeah. From scratch from our friend.
Shout out to Avo.
Yeah. Yeah. That owns a diamond business.
Yeah.
But yeah, I found the actual ring that I wanted, and he custom made it. So
made it like 10 times better.
Yeah.
And then so I said, just kidding, after I got off the knee and gave her the real ring, and then we had fun.
And I still don't know that. Nothing at this point. You just propose. I think it's just me and you. I don't know anything.
Oh yeah.
So then we get off the bridge. We're walking. We're walking towards the girl that was taking the picture, and my parents are on Zoom.
Oh yeah, on FaceTime. Yeah.
Or FaceTime. Parents. Oh my God. I'm like, no way, and I'm so overwhelmed. So then we walk past them. I say, bye, I love you, you know, whatever. And we walk past and we go up to the table. I just think it's me and you and all my friends and your family.
Close friends.
Like 20, 30 people.
Yeah.
They were all behind the umbrellas.
Yeah.
And I had no idea. No idea.
How did you feel in that moment, though?
I can't even explain. It was like breathtaking because I just wasn't understanding and putting like everything together that every single person was holding their own umbrella. That's wild to me. So it was like a shock, you know, that everybody was there. It was crazy. It was beautiful. It was great.
Thank you. Well, thank you very much. Now let's get back to, I mean, that was great and amazing. But another thing that was amazing, and you to this day don't think that I truly feel that it was a good moment. Oh. But my birthday. Yeah. Right.
So that was
fast forward
February.
Fast forward a year later. No, that same September.
I think it was that same
year. Yeah. Because I said to you, I said, you know, after getting engaged, I said, I'm by the way, if you're listening to the audio right now, I'm looking at my finger, and I was telling Amanda, like, I don't have a ring on my finger. Does that mean I'm single? Hey. And then you're like, oh, hell no. Is that right?
Yeah. And I was like, and honestly, like before even that was even a conversation, like I had always wanted to change the game and like, why should the girl just wear the ring? That's like something a man created. Like you're taken, but I'm not. Like that is definitely something that back in the day a man created. So I just didn't, I know how we are and we're not like the norm. Yeah. So I was
clearly.
Yeah, clearly. But I wanted to switch up the game and be like, you know what? Like at the end of the day, we both should have rings because that's just not, you shouldn't be roaming the streets with a bare finger.
First of all, I'm not roaming the street.
Yeah, exactly. You're not. You sure aren't.
Anymore.
But anyway, anymore.
So then,
but why does a woman have to walk around, you know?
Fast forward to my birthday, September. We had a very, very, it was during the pandemic, and it was you know, actually, I can't remember if did we make people get vaccinated? I don't even think we did.
I don't know. It was literally your family and like my
it was very, very close.
Friends.
It was literally like,
it was like
15 people.
Yeah, 10 or 15 people.
And you know what's so funny?
Yeah.
I'm just
Are
thinking
you sure
back.
it was a pandemic?
Yeah, it was. It was because we had it in our front yard. Remember? We didn't want
I remember that.
We wanted to be outside.
Yeah.
And not in closed doors.
Yeah,
it
was.
was.
Was it the
100%.
same year? Yeah.
Yeah, and that I feel like sparked a little bit of the event side because you literally did centerpieces. You literally did linens, napkins. You set up
candles,
everything.
Candelabras.
Yeah.
I spent like $4,000 for that front yard wedding. I was like, how?
For 15 people.
15 people. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And so I even made a playlist.
Yeah.
My two or three girlfriends were there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm gonna propose. Like, help me with this.
Yeah, and I didn't even, mind you. Let's just rewind. I didn't even think that you were gonna be doing that at all. I had no clue. You hit it.
Yeah, no idea.
Avo said nothing.
Yeah, I customized the ring.
Avo, and it's amazing. I love it.
Crazy. It's
you know,
wild.
I still wear it with proud and joy every single day.
We literally have. Well, now you turned it.
What?
But it's huge and it's super diamonds.
I love it.
It's gorgeous.
But you know, then I think it was like after.
But I did get down on one knee.
Yeah, you did. So I think it was after like, you know, saying.
Again, we're unconventional. So I was like, I just felt like I wanted to do it. Like.
Yeah, and you got on a knee, and then like everyone was quiet, and then I felt.
I'm sure everybody else was like confused because I didn't tell anybody.
Yeah, and then I just
except
felt.
For my friends.
I was happy. I was truly happy because you're obviously true fashion Amanda, you know, doing something out of the norm. But I was just shocked and didn't know what to do because I already did this. So that's
he
why
literally said like, okay.
No, I said, I already did this. I don't know. What am I supposed to do? You know, I said, I love you. Like, thank you. And, you know, I was tearing up, but I was just like shocked.
Yeah, it was
and
very anticlimactic.
I felt bad for you. And I really,
so
truly sorry.
Don't ever do it.
You know, no, I shouldn't say that. But I just feel bad, you know, and I'm sorry if you know, say it on the record on the venue, you know,
as
Once Upon a Venue
bad.
podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm gonna hold that over your head for the rest of your life.
I know. And then going back
but you still got a nice ring out of it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Out of it? What do you mean? Yeah, it's like if there's a divorce. You got this out of it. What the hell?
You're stuck with me.
And during the pandemic too, we had a lot of just not only like my birthday, you know, doing a lot of different things. You know, going back, I know we said this in the other podcast, I mean, the other first episode of the party cave, and then to online stuff. And then, you know, I even think I got a new IT job during that time, remember?
And I was just a jobless waitress.
Then we started blowing up a lot more on TikTok.
Yeah.
A lot more. And not even realizing.
I got 275,000 followers during the pandemic. Like, that was crazy.
But really quick. Both of us. We're doing all the trends. Back when the cool things were, you know.
Yeah. I was just telling my Uber driver the other day, and I was like, God, there's just no replacing. Back when TikTok was doing like
the, you know, the lip singing, the fun dances, renegade.
Yeah. The good stuff, man. And I told my Uber driver the other day, I was like, you know, he's like, it's still good. You can still do dances. And I was like, it's just not the same.
Yeah, it's different.
It's not like funny lip syncing, like good time, no
but it's
stress.
Good because you outgrow different things, and you learn too.
Yeah.
You know, you learn trends, you learn different things. You do. Yeah. For me personally, like I was. Somebody told me this the other day, is like, how are you always ahead of the curve, right? How are you always ahead of the trends? It's not that I'm always ahead. I'm saying I don't see the future. It's just I see things early on.
Yeah.
And then I just do them, and they work. They don't. Who cares? I keep it pushing, you know? And I think what happened was our minds started to really turn on a lot of different things because I felt like, okay, not that we done it all, but we kind of conquered TikTok.
Yeah.
You know, you were doing YouTube, you were conquering that, and we're conquering Bigo, and we're doing a lot of things. And then just going from that to, okay, what are we going to do next type of thing, right?
Yeah.
And I think going back to, if it wasn't for those 4 to 5 venues that we saw, before the pandemic, because I proposed a month later, what happened? Boom.
Yeah, literally, we got engaged in February 14th, and then the pandemic was March 2020. So we went straight into a pandemic, literally out of an engagement.
So it's funny because I do see a lot of our clients that come in, and especially people that come in for a tour for a wedding or whatever it is, and especially weddings though, when they say, oh, I just got engaged 3 weeks ago, or we just were engaged a month ago. I was like, listen, I know exactly how you're feeling, exactly what you're going through. And it's so funny to like always like finish their sentences because they want to say, oh, do you have, and I said, what, outside vendor fees? Do you have a dance floor? Or do you have lighting? We have, so, and then we have all of that,
those
but we don't have outside vendor fees, first of all. But you know, but it's funny to go back to how they are, right? And connecting with the clients like that. So going from that, and I wouldn't want to say thankful for the pandemic, but if it wasn't for the pandemic, it would have sparked something.
Well, yeah, because we started looking for, you know, venues for ourselves, and there wasn't really anything that we were enjoying
that we loved, like this aesthetic.
This aesthetic. And well, let's rewind. Before we had an idea about a venue, we had wanted it
was a 3-in-1, remember?
Yes, hold on, slow it down.
Hey, don't tell me what to do. I wear the pants in this relationship, okay?
But what do I do?
You pick them out.
Exactly.
Okay, proceed.
Anyways. So before we
I'm blinking.
Before we so I wanted like a huge ball gown, like massive, huge dress, kind of like a quince dress, similar concept, but a wedding dress. And I just couldn't find anything out in the USA that was as big as I wanted. All the vendors were overseas, over in Turkey, Romania, Dubai. So I was like, oh my God, like and it just popped in my head. Oh my God, like we
should start.
Nobody's doing this. We should start, right? So that's kind of what led to let's open
a bridal store.
Store.
So we started like to even think about, well, first of all, I scratched the Party Cave, which is the podcast that I had for interviewing DJs. we started slow down on live streaming in TikToks.
Yeah.
And we scratched my studio and made it like an office. And we had this vision board, and we should put it up here, you know, to show. But this vision board had
There's a lot of dresses on there. Yep.
It had the shoe. It had a Rolls Royce.
Because that's next.
Because that we want to have, you know, Rolls Royce parked in the front. There's probably one passing by right now. But, you know, and then we wanted to have white glitter floors, you know, and we actually wanted to do a bridal store during the day, photo studio in the night, and a venue in the weekends.
It was only 2 first.
No,
it wasn't a photo studio. No.
Oh, venue. Yeah, venue. There you go.
It was only a bridal store and a venue.
Yeah.
So we were going to carry these
huge
dresses on and off the floor.
Imagine if we would have had that. That's crazy.
That's crazy. It's kind of like doing the
you still
furniture
could
here
probably
anyways.
do it.
Yeah. But we were going to do that, put all the dresses out during the day.
Yeah.
And then if somebody booked the event venue at night, we were going to pull the dresses off and have it a venue.
Yeah.
Like that was what was in our head.
Mm-hmm.
We ordered 2 dresses from overseas.
Yeah. Customized 2 dresses. We even had the what is it? The bags made. Remember that say glass slipper.
Bags, the
it was
dress
gonna be
bags.
It was gonna be just the glass slipper.
Yeah. The
bridal.
glass slipper.
Glass slipper bridal.
Oh, glass slipper bridal. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Glass slipper bridal first, and then we shaved off bridal. Once we
Added.
passed that, and then it was palace. So we've been all over the place. But glass slipper bridal already had the LLC, everything. It was on the bags. We were making like shopping bags for crowns. We were going to sell crowns, huge tiaras. I mean, this was like a serious thing that we were like full force into.
It was like it was fun because we treated it like another job at that point. Like I would still have my IT job, and then sometimes we would live stream, but
and then Sundays,
on Sundays we had every
we would
meeting,
go down in the basement,
get your coffee, you know, had a whole table layout and like on this
a printer to print out the vision board, and
and it was fun to see. And we literally sometimes you would get, you know, a little I gotta get up for
I'm sleepy, you know, living that life, you know.
But it honestly, looking at that board back then and look at the photos, seeing that vision board now, it's crazy to see everything that was on the vision board come to life and then some.
And we just looked at it for the first time the other day.
Yeah, a couple days ago. Yeah. In
4 years.
Yeah, years.
3-4 years. Yeah. It was pretty crazy looking back at it. Like, oh shit, wow. But we had to make a sad pivot. It wasn't a sad pivot. It was a great pivot. But we did take out loans.
Yes. And credit cards.
To do this because we, you know, don't come from money.
No.
I was a waitress. You were an IT tech. Influencer at the time. Influencers were not making any money.
We're making good money, but it wasn't enough to do what we're thinking.
Yeah, no, it wasn't enough to start a business.
Yeah.
I mean, you need to either come from money or take out a bunch of loans.
Yeah.
That's just, or save your entire life,
Yeah.
which is almost not impossible, and you shouldn't even use your liquid cash anyway. So even if you've been saving your whole life, it's not recommended that you even take your whole liquid cash and put it into a business.
And I remember thinking like, man, should we do it? Shouldn't we? And then that's around that same time. I remember you telling me, like, instead of running because I ran to this day. Actually, I'm on day, I think 1,460 something. Days straight, no days off.
He's literally had no
hungover,
days off. Yeah.
You know, tired. I've been hurt.
Yeah.
Still walked a mile. Shout out to DJ Vice, because if it wasn't for him, I would haven't even done this, right?
So wait, you were running.
I was running to music all the time, getting ideas.
He runs every day.
Yeah, I was running every day. So I was running to mixes I've done, music, just different things. And you're like, oh, you should run inspirational stuff. And I think
I don't even know how I got that. It just like happened. But I was like, yeah, start listening to audiobooks and like millionaire stuff and like entrepreneurial stuff.
This is 2020.
It was crazy. I just don't.
I made the jump from that to, I think I'm on like almost like at 40 books now, I think, that That's audio.
Crazy.
And then listened to so many different mentors and had taking coaching and stuff like that. And then really like went into like, no, this can happen.
Yeah.
We can do it. And I had to, you know, give you some inspiration too.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because for me, I'm very,
for both of us.
I'm a very like matter of fact, black and white.
Yeah.
You know, this is what what if we fail? You know,
Yeah.
like, and
What
that's a
if?
normal. I'm a
They
what
say
if
that,
person.
what if,
Oh,
you know?
totally. I was so like a what if person, and I still kind of can be. You know, it's hard. You know, it's hard to take that
Owning a
leap.
business, owning a business isn't for everyone.
No.
They always say if it was for everyone, everyone would have one.
But honestly, I think if you ask anybody that's ever met us in our entire life, they probably knew that we would be successful or have a business just because our work ethic and like who we
Entrepreneur
are, right?
spirit. Right?
I don't know. I don't feel like that anybody would be shocked that we open a business, you know? Like,
And I always like started to realize once you take can't out of your vocabulary, the sky's the limit. Like why
I still don't even know how we did it, honestly. It was kind of like
I say just screw it. Let's just do it.
It
right?
was
I think
it was foot on the gas.
Yeah.
It was you couldn't it's kind of like when you get up to bungee jump, like there's no going back. Like you have to jump. It was almost like, okay,
here we go.
And you know, or you're in the airplane, right?
Yeah.
You can't just like sit in the airplane and go back down. Like you have to jump to get down to the ground.
And not only that, from getting all the loans, getting super like, I wouldn't want to say in debt, but like the credit score going very low because we got all this cash.
Oh
now,
my God, I've
right?
never had.
But seeing that,
a
what was
low
it?
credit score.
300, 350?
What?
The money that we had in the account once it hit.
Oh
like,
yeah, something like that. It was like 350.
It was like 350. That was the first time in my life that I saw $350,000 in my bank, and I was like, "Holy crap!" Like I even made a joke. Should we go to Vegas, bet it all on black?
I'm like, oh my God.
and then
I kept
stocks,
saying like,
remember stocks was during that time.
oh my
too?
God, Bitcoin.
Yeah.
You guys, Bitcoin dropped drastically during the pandemic, and I was like, it was 20K.
We almost put.
It was 20K,
Yeah.
and I almost took 20K of that money and put it on a Bitcoin. And you know what? Honestly, if I would have done it, look at it now.
Lost.
I don't know if like right now,
This moment,
but the
yeah.
last time I looked a month ago, it was $90,000 per coin. So we would have tripled our investment.
But
you could
during
have
that
also,
time, we lost a lot of. We would have
did,
lost
yeah.
a lot of
Well,
money.
yeah,
and we
would've
wouldn't have
lost.
opened this.
Yeah.
So
But
there's a lot.
yeah.
There's a lot of things.
There was a lot of
that,
things.
that we.
and also I said in the beginning, like we need to put aside 6 months worth of rent for the business.
100%. Yep. And you just say that.
And we tried.
We got 4 months.
We tried. No, we didn't. We blew it all by the time we opened. And mind you, anyway, so to rewind, we got the loans. We
went to look at venues, remember, and other places. Things started to open up a little
they
bit, not
started
too much.
opening.
We had to wear masks, and
We went and looked
stuff like
around at a
that.
bunch of places.
We couldn't find
Mind you,
anything.
we're still looking for a bridal store
yeah,
in the beginning.
yeah,
So we're looking at places in Glendale
Pasadena.
that look like bridal stores that could be flipped into a venue.
But we always thought venue first. That's 100%. That was the first thing. But we were like, okay, let's just do bridal. So, and we knew that the bridal was going to be kind of like a plus because it's going to be an amazing venue. And I think no one could do that. And remember that time, I always think about this. There was in Burbank, that venue that was a legit venue was for sale.
Oh,
had low
yeah.
ceilings though.
I don't think we ever went to go see it, but
It was a beautiful garden in the front. I'm just always curious. Like, imagine if we would have got that.
cheap now that I look back.
Yeah.
But
Could have.
I'm sure it would have had to have like way more.
A lot of more renovations, at least 1.5
It was
million maybe.
But I'm like kicking myself now.
Yeah.
But
A church. We almost got a church.
in
There's
Pasadena,
no AC though.
No AC.
Yeah,
I said,
that was-
it's going to cost $100,000 minimum to put an AC unit in this. So it just wasn't working out. And we were like coming to a halt that like, man, there's nowhere, we can't find anything. The loans are loaning.
Yeah.
Like we're literally starting to pay.
We have to start to pay. We're using the money that we got from the loan to
pay
pay off the loans.
So we're running out of money already and we haven't even opened a business
Yeah.
yet. So, wow.
No,
Welcome
see,
to
they're-
downtown.
hey guys.
Hey,
Hey.
yep, they're saying
Yeah,
hi.
they're saying hi,
Neighbors, you know. So yeah, we did a thing called loan stacking, which is kind of unheard of. I don't even know how we fell into it. We had a loan representative that told us
how to do it. And by the way, I would want to. This is not credit advice. We're not.
We're just speaking from.
We're just speaking from experience, right? And we're not saying to or not to do this. But it's almost, you could do this with credit cards too. So, but mainly with loans, right? You can probably do this if you want to get a house. You probably do this if you want to get like, or buy a business.
It could be dangerous,
or real estate.
though.
It is.
Yeah,
It can be
it can be.
dangerous. But the secret sauce, as you would say, would be this episode is sponsored by Peerspace and the Glass Slipper Palace Photo Studio. Looking for that picture perfect location? Our luxury studio starts just at $49 an hour for photo shoots, film, and productions. Think glitter chandeliers, enchanted garden, private gated free parking, ice cold AC, and yes, free water, coffee, and snacks. Whether you're shooting a brand campaign, music video, or just vibing with the camera crew, we got that royal backdrop to make your vision sparkle. Book now on Peerspace and go to theglassslipperpalace.com/photo studio or go to the link in our description below and turn your next shoot into magic at the Glass Slipper Palace Photo Studio. Now back to the episode. The secret sauce, as you would say, would be, for example, let's say I can get 10,000 from Chase. I can get 10,000 from Bank of America. I can get 100,000 from Wells Fargo, and then maybe like a credit union, another 100,000.
Capital One? Did you say
100,000? No.
Yeah.
So let's just say, so that's 10, 10, 1, right?
Yeah.
10, 10, 10, 1, right? So it'll be 10, 20, 30, 100, 130,000, right?
Yeah.
So, but with the secret sauce,
they're all pre-approvals.
They're all pre-approvals, right? But the secret sauce is, number one, you do it at the same time. You apply all within the next like couple days, right?
Days.
So they don't see each other, that you're applying. And then if you say, okay, you know what? I want $130,000 in loans, boom. Then you apply at the same time, or you approve it at the same time. Yeah. And then they don't even know.
But those people were working for us, the loan people.
Yeah, and
so
they took
were
a cut.
They took a massive cut.
It,
so that was another like $40,000 that we even lost just in like finder
fees. So let's just say we got 130,000 from this is the example that I just did. They would probably have taken, I think it was like 30%, was it?
Yeah, of every single, and we had a lot more.
Yeah, it was every single loan that you get. They took like, it was a high number too. It was like 20 or 30%. Yeah, something like that. I think it was 20%. But yeah, it was crazy. But it was an experience.
The lady was coming up off us.
Yeah,
she was like, "Woo! Yeah. I'm giving all."
Definitely.
Yeah, she made a good chunk.
She made a lot of chunk, but the thing is, again,
she was a good closer too. She was like, don't you want to have all this abundance and money coming into your life and positivity? And I can see it. And we were like, yeah.
And then we told her about our business. She goes, oh yeah, it's gonna work. Wow, it's gonna,
and it really like amped us up, oh yeah, we'll keep applying.
We took that risk though, and I'm so glad, so happy.
Again, didn't come from money. Waitress, no savings. Had some stuff in the stock market, but we didn't come from anything.
Especially still in IT and,
So we're super like mom and pop, So anyways, the money's running out. We're, oh shit, we don't have a venue. We don't have a place. We've already looked at like 40 places, like retail spaces. Some were penthouses on the top floor. One we went to, and then once we got up there, they're like, so what do you,
what? I told you, what do you mean?
Yeah, they were like, what are you doing? And we were like, oh yeah, we want to have a venue. And he's like, no. These elevators are 80 years old. They're not going to hold the capacity to even get all those people up here. And I was like, all right, well, thanks for wasting our time.
Yeah. Bye, Felicia.
And honestly, we were crying like every day, or me at least, because we were running out of places.
Yeah. And I kept saying, what did I say? Believe and trust the process.
Because we were looking at places like 4,000 square feet, up to 7,000 square feet. We were looking, and we were running out of places like that. So then you had the bright idea. I had the bright idea.
You had the bright idea
because we were looking for something with mezzanines. Yeah. We were looking for something with finished ceilings. AC.
High ceilings, too.
High ceilings, finished ceilings. Yeah. I mean, yes, the AC is like on the outside, but some of these ceilings were like warehouse ceilings where you could literally see all the pipes and everything.
And the pipes. And again, some venues, hey, that might be your thing of the pipes and, stuff like that. But hey, it's just
it just wasn't what we wanted.
Wasn't piping.
It wasn't piping hot. Nothing. Yeah. So then this place that we're currently in was 3 separate office buildings. Yeah. Retail space. And the whole strip mall, if you will. Yeah. We'll say strip mall to make it easier because they're all connected. Yeah. They were all vacant. So we were like, but they were only 1,000 square feet, 1,000 square feet, 1,000 square feet.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like,
Yeah.
what? I wonder if they'll knock down the walls.
Yeah. Another. Yeah. I wonder if they'll do that. And then
So then we came and looked at it.
We looked at it, and and it's so crazy to like the fact that we had the actual thought process to do it, and the way it came out. Like, remember we just looked at it a couple of weeks ago of how the old pictures, how it looked. I'm like, damn.
I mean, it's
our mindset was on another level. Because it was legit like a box, like smaller than a freaking 1,000 square feet with stairs, mezzanine.
Like,
some of them had walls,
concrete, nasty floors. Like,
so we figured
a horrible bathroom.
We figured it out.
We built everything out. And you know what's crazy? We had this conversation the other day. We built out in 4 months. Yeah. That is bananas, because I see a lot of other.
Well, you know why? Because it was literally
we had to
8 a.m. till 3 a.m. for 4 months.
But it wasn't
straight.
just that. We were running out of money, and we had to go.
Yeah.
We had to build. We had to go. We had to, get open.
Somebody made this analogy, and I can't remember what podcast I got this from, but it's an amazing analogy. They said if you take a guy or a girl, and you tell them, hey, if you have 24 hours to make $1 million, can you do it? And they said, oh, I don't know, that's hard. They're like, okay, if you had, your parents or your brother or your family is sick and they need surgery, can you make $1 million? And they said, oh yeah, I think I can. And they said, okay, let's just say if your whole family would die tomorrow, if you don't make the $1 million, would you do it? Of course, you're going to do whatever it takes. And they said, okay, what's stopping you?
Yeah.
So it's like, and Brad Lea says this too all the time. It's like, they call it, you win the lottery every day.
Yeah.
Right? The lottery of life.
Yeah.
So if someone tells you, hey, I would give you $1 million today, but you have to die tomorrow, would you take it? And you're obviously going to say no.
Yeah.
So you would rather, be living than die.
Yeah.
So that's why he always talks about, like, just act like you want $1 million every day of life, and then you'll make the $1 million. Solve 1 million problems, you make $1 million. Hey. Anyways.
So we did the build out in 4 months, which is insane, because I look at a lot of other venue stories and they're like, 2 years it took us to build out. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah. And like, we didn't even have time to make a render. Yeah. We didn't even have time to start advertising that we're even a place, that we're even a business. Yeah. Like, all these venues that are brand new.
And it was just us two. It was literally just us.
No investors. No investors, anything. Yeah. We literally
and we looked at. I remember too looking at angel investors, looking at other investors, but I was just like, I just don't really see us taking. We already got taken from the other loans from this company. Why do we want another company? Private equity firms and stuff like that.
And it's like dealing with answering to somebody and. Yeah, so
that's it. I gotta hand it to anybody that does do that. I give it to them.
You just gotta decide: is it for you or is it not for you? And I feel like for us, like, we were like, nah, we don't want investors. Like, we'll just try and do it on our own, and we did. Yeah. So August 2022, we officially opened doors, and
then we became, during the day, photo studio, and then the weekends, events.
Yeah.
And here we are, an amazing glass slipper palace. Yay. Shout out to our sponsor.
Yeah, right. Let's do the royal dilemma of the day.
Yes. Royal dilemma of the day. Woo. Ladies and gentlemen.
Go ahead.
So, Amanda, would you rather the quinceañera surprise dance go viral for being a complete disaster, or would you have the cake melt and collapse before even dinner is over?
Ooh, okay. This has been a terrifying moment in my head, like that the dance
gonna happen?
would be bad and go viral. So I think I would have to choose that.
That's like that one that went viral. Remember? That that girl, she's like twerking on the floor, 15 years old. Oh, yeah. And that went viral.
On TikTok, yeah.
But that said, no one really talked about the venue.
Yeah.
Maybe because you can't really tell what venue you're at. But if you're at the Glass Slipper Palace,
you
are knowing
where you are,
baby. Come on.
So I think I would rather have the cake melt.
Okay.
Just because
All right.
But I would hate if the video went viral because of me or you filming it.
Right.
Yeah. So cake. Oh, okay. So, Michael, would you rather the client's bubble machine cause a slip and slide incident during the father-daughter dance,
Oh.
or having to clean up 500 balloons that popped mid-party and everything looks like rotten fruit? What? Oh my god.
I don't know. In both cases, I would.
My god.
I would probably say the second one, the rotten fruit, only because that wouldn't be something that would be our fault. That would be the balloon.
Wait, you would rather?
Yeah, the balloons pop first. I'd rather have that happen, not the other thing.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because if someone slips and falls,
in
that's
the father-daughter
our fault.
dance.
Yeah, on the father-daughter
Oh,
dance.
yeah.
Well, that's what happened. Remember the one event that we had that they did the fog, and then it went
dancing
all
on the
over
clouds?
dancing on the clouds, and they
You
used something else, right?
You guys, we need to have a chat about this. The dancing on the clouds.
I love it.
I love it. But please do your due diligence and get somebody that knows how to run the machine with
Properly.
dry ice,
Yep.
not water. My God.
Dry ice, not water.
Yeah, because the floor was a slip and slide.
Yeah, it was.
And thank goodness our staff and our manager cleaned it up fast.
Yeah. So even just going
else?
back to, going from taking that leap from, doing the loans and stuff like that and going to the venue side, it was, an amazing experience and something that, again, like we can definitely do a Netflix show on, right?
Oh man.
And also to like, I would want to write a book too, honestly. Kind of have already done this, but what do you think that if you were to go back to yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go back to the old Amanda and
man.
everything you've learned from today, from then,
Mm-hmm.
what would you do different from getting a venue or getting funding, I guess? What would you do different?
What would I do different than getting funding?
Like how about would you do during that whole process? Or would you keep it the same? You wouldn't change anything?
I mean, honestly, I think I would keep it the same. We did just like really dive in fast. You could save a little,
Yeah.
but ours was like so like it was fast. It was a fast decision because it was mid-pandemic.
Yeah.
I'd lost my job. I was sitting at home, had a lot of time, So if we would have had a job, I would have thought, I wish we would have maybe thought about it a little bit more to save just a little bit. But at the end of the day, it's a rat race, a 9-to-5, a normal job. It's a rat race to save money. The odds of you like actually saving money, it's going to take so long before you'll actually take action to even do it.
You have to just
You have
take
to just
the leap and do it.
You just
Like,
got to take the leap.
You can't get.
I honestly think like the way we did it was probably the best. Do I want to be in debt that much still for more years to come? No. But
one thing actually, going back to what I was saying. One thing, because somebody reached out to us from this company called Honeycomb. Remember I was telling you about this? And if we were to do it again, I think I would probably use that route, only because, once you have different a perspective, and at that time our credit score was great.
Yeah.
Right. And they said you have to have a 600 score or more.
Yeah.
We used sometimes to have 600. You had a 7, I had a 6.
Yeah.
And they said if either one of
wanted
us
to
had
know.
7 or 6, we could have done this. But they also wanted to, I think there was one other caveat, but I can't remember. But they did. So their whole system was pretty interesting. So it wasn't a loan per se. It was like
people bid
no
or something.
So you send over your business plan.
This is not a sponsor, by the
Right?
way.
No, it's not.
We're
You
just
send
talking.
over your business plan, right? And then you get all these people to bid.
Yeah,
to
bid.
take
That's what I just
take this business,
Yeah.
right? But it could be multiple people,
Yeah.
right? And then, so let's just say they're like angel investors, right? Let's just say there's 20 of them,
Yeah.
right? So what happens is they say, oh, you know what, you ask for 500,000,
Yeah.
and then you raise money.
Yeah.
So it's like bidding plus you're raising money, right? What's that other website? It's similar to this.
Like the crowdfunding
That
one?
crowdfunding. It's similar to
It's
that.
not crowdfunding. It's,
Yeah, no, it is. What it is. It's similar to that, but
Yeah.
they call it crowdfunding loan, right? And what it is so all these people, they bid for it, they get it, and then you get the money from all these people, and then let's just say you finally get the 500,000.
Yeah.
How it works is they give you the 500,000,
Yeah.
right? But you pay back the loan of, let's just say, 3,000 a month or 2,000 a month, right? So that 2,000 a month is plus interest, and half of that goes to the investors.
All the investors.
Half,
pays it out.
and half goes to Honeycomb.
Yeah.
So, but the investors get a lot more. So you're not truly investing in the person or the company that you're gonna get a cut later on in the future.
Right.
It's only for that loan, but you get plus interest. So, like, let's say if you get 500. Let's just say I'm one of the guys, and I okay, I'm gonna give you 10,000. I make 20,000 back.
Yeah,
Spiegel.
I mean,
It's Beagle.
yeah, it's Spiegel. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think that's a great route to go.
So that's, I guess
Yeah.
that's what I would have gone if I knew what I knew now. You know, there's so many different
There's
things.
so many, yeah.
That, and you know, we could probably maybe
There's-
one day teach a class on that here.
Yeah.
You know, I would love to have guests in the future. You know,
Yeah.
to show those different things and how, you know, you can help you.
But you have
know?
to be responsible once you get the money.
Don't go blow it in the car, which we almost did. Remember? You wanted a Corvette, did you not? Did you want a Corvette? Answer the question. It's simple. Yes or no. Oh, she's people that are listening on the audio right now. Her mouth is open and she can't talk because she understands.
I did want a Corvette.
Okay.
I had a Maserati.
A 1950, the wheels falling off.
First of all, it was a Gran Turismo and it was beautiful. It had peanut butter seats. It was a what year was it?
I don't remember.
2008, 2007,
1980.
Oh, it was beautiful, and that engine was fire. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful, beautiful car. But with those kind of cars comes
With problems.
a lot of problems.
Yeah. Again, just going back to, you know, that whole process of becoming or growing out of our shells, right? And actually literally hitting the ground running and literally, like, you know, kind of like seeing something from a very, very different perspective.
Oh yeah, for
Coming
sure.
from the music industry, the IT world, to the venue world, and, you know, being in studying different venues, studying the Venue RX podcast,
Yeah.
you know, seeing that we literally watched probably every single
episode, trying to learn
episode,
everything.
and shout out to the Venue RX podcast.
Yeah.
And that's so crazy too. Even that was an amazing story. So from the whole pandemic, looking at the Venue RX podcast,
You watched it every day,
Yeah,
or
watched
whenever it
it.
came out.
and then like saying, like, I remember saying, or we talking to each other, I was like, you know, it'd be really cool if one day later in the future we are on that podcast. That'd be cool, huh? They're like, yeah, that'd be cool. Fast forward to a year later, being open,
Yeah.
exactly a year later,
Yeah,
we were on that podcast. So
that's crazy.
yeah,
Full
it's
circle.
amazing. Full
And
circle.
Brian Mannequin, you learned from Brian
Yeah,
Mannequin
Brian
too,
Mannequin
how
too.
to open a venue.
Neo
and,
Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of, you know, it was mainly the Venue RX, but I bought courses, and I learned a lot of different things. But even, like, I think
This was supposed to be for episode 3, wasn't it?
no, I don't know.
All this.
Maybe not. I'm not sure.
Well, we're diving right in, aren't we?
Oh, well, here we go. You know what? Here we go.
Yeah. I was like, we're fresh out. You know, I was like, this was supposed to be a proposal episode 2.
Why are you saying, oh, we're structured? Oh, no. See, look at this. I just wanted to have fun. And you're over here,
I'm the one that told you to have
That's a lie.
fun.
That's a lie. Raise your paw.
I'll show you what I'm going to raise in about 5 seconds. But we're going to try and keep it PG.
Oh, yes. Yes.
But yeah, I think in episode 3, we will, go more in depth about how we designed everything.
Yeah. And when we got to what it is, the do's and don'ts.
Yeah.
Do's
and don'ts
on
that
what
we've learned.
We've learned and not to do.
I think we could dive into that more deeply because, we could sit here all day and talk about the venue.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah. And there's still a lot more we could still, there's the venue stories we could talk about. There's, good and bad, but also how we learned from our mistakes. And just, we can have a whole episode just on agreements, right?
Yeah.
And again,
Lock in your agreements.
Yes.
Oh, also, people don't know that we're also a photo studio.
Yeah.
So we're also on Peer Space. Shout out to Peer Space. That's where we actually got our first business from, like physical business once we opened, because we put it on Peer Space and
we reached out to a lot of our friends too, and artist friends and. Well, let me tell you.
Yeah, tell us how that goes. When you reach out to your friends
let's
and
be
family.
Real. And yours too. So let's be real. And this is crazy because I heard this before and living it and coming full circle, I was like, oh man, I put the stamp of approval on that. So when people say, right, a lot of mentors that I, follow and taking coaching from, but some of them say that you will see very, very, very soon or very fast in your business journey that your friends won't be your clients, but your clients will become your friends.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Because remember, me and you did a list. I said, hey, you make a list, I'll make a list. And it was a list of all of our friends and family and people in the industry and stuff like that, right? Whether if they're actors, whether if they're musicians, whether if there's, dancers and stuff like that. And I literally, I think I still have the list somewhere, but even DJs too, for like headshots.
We're not going to show that list.
Yeah, because people are going to get, butthurt. We don't want that,
No.
But
No
I can tell you this though.
No hard feelings.
That list was probably really small, meaning like maybe 100, 120. I knew a lot more people, but I let me just reach out to the close 120 people that I talk to on a regular basis, that I supported them in some way, some form, shape or form.
And our place is very niche. I understand that. It might not be for everybody, but
photo studio wise or event wise. So I reached out to them and said, hey, we'll give you 3 free hours to come shoot any type of content, pictures, videos, a music video, whatever you want. Come shoot it. Normally it would be around $300 to $400, but we're going to do it for free.
Yeah.
Come. Our door is open to you.
Yeah.
Do you know how many people out of 120 people? Do you know how many?
First year we were open.
The first
that we
year
needed
we
the
opened.
most support from our friends and family.
Yes.
The first year.
Because
we opened in August 2022.
Yeah.
And till December.
Yeah.
How many?
Yeah. I would say from 120 people, I would say 3, maybe 3.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Total between me and you.
No, on my side. And you, how many of your people?
Maybe 2 for the first 6 months.
Yeah.
There's
and
been
then we always have this rule. We always say this, and we always call it the all of a sudden. Once we start popping, we start, getting a little, out there in the whole like production world, movie world, TV show. We were on a TV show. The venue was, and a lot of influencers, that even some influencers, and this is what I love. I love that influencers come and we don't even know that they're that big. We just love that they are like, I can tell their content is pretty crazy, right? And their production is really, really done well.
Yeah. And
once they like tag us or they send us their stuff, we're like, oh crap, this guy has 1.5 million followers. This person has 200,000 subscribers on YouTube. And we're like, oh damn, these views are 1 million. And then we looked at a video of ours, like five of their videos are 2 million and plus, all shot here. Like that, it's crazy to me. But again, to me, this is another thing too, because we tried it too. Remember, we even tried. Okay, our friends are not really coming in doing stuff, right? Some of them are, some of them are not, right? And then let's just reach out to people that we don't even know, right?
Yeah.
Whether if there's Fashion Nova, whether if it's actors, musicians that, you know, we both follow, and let's just reach out to them.
Yeah.
Right. And then we had people reaching out to us that we didn't even want to reach out, but we said, hey, let's just try it. Right. And some people had like 1.5. We're not going to mention the girl's name, but she had like, I think like 1.5 million followers. Right. Yeah. And then she goes, oh, can I shoot here? Blah, blah, blah. We're like, hey, no problem. Yeah, shoot, go right ahead. And then please, if you're watching this, if you're listening to this, I'm just going to tell you right now, sorry to break your little hearts, but followers don't mean nothing, especially if your fan base is in Dubai or London or you know, somewhere else, and we're in LA, followers. Right? We are in LA, you know, and 90, I'll guarantee you 95 or 90% of those followers are from a different country, right? Or a different state, right? And this is how the world works, right? And I always didn't really care about followers and likes and comments and stuff like that, because who cares, you know?
Well, yeah.
I mean, some yes and no, but if you're looking,
if you're in that life,
in the influencer life,
it's a whole thing.
But let me just put it in perspective. If you're in an influencer life, right, and you care about the followers and this and that, right, and then you say your videos are get 5 likes, and you're like, oh my god, I only got 5 likes, how am I gonna get brand sponsors, you know? Right? I get it. Yes, if you're an influencer and you're not getting brand sponsors, I get it. But to the caveat to this, or put this in perspective, us, if we get 5 likes, those 5 people, maybe 3 of them will reach out to us and DM us and say, hey, how much is your venue? Hey, can I come shoot? Or hey, can I have a quinceañera there? And then they book, right? Because they love me and you, right? And our personalities. So in that case, people are so worried about the followers and not worried about putting money in their actual account.
Yes, that's true.
And to me, I think once that person came in and shot and they're like, oh, you're gonna blow up, you're gonna get so many followers, we literally probably got 2 followers out of that.
No.
And let me put in perspective.
I don't think we got any.
So maybe
1.5 million
she had like 1.5 million followers. We barely got any. She says we have no followers.
Because I think all of her followers were male.
Yeah, but check this out. Then a person, we reached out just because we loved their content. It was like princessy. It was like pink.
It was a micro influencer.
It was a micro influencer. She had like maybe 2,000-3,000 followers.
I feel like I was a micro influencer. Yeah. So she had, your reach is more.
No,
you
but
might
she
have a smaller following, but your reach is more.
But watch this. She had, and she's from LA,
like
right? So she shot followers, right? No, she had like 2,000 to 3,000 followers. I remember this.
2,000 to 3,000.
Yeah. So she had 2,000 to 3,000 followers. We invited her. She came in. Right. And she tagged us, she posted us, and she did all these things. Right. And it was amazing content. We got not only more followers, not only our engagement went up, but not only that, we got actual customers, paying customers, her friends, and came and paid us to shoot at least 5 of them.
So that's why we don't even care to,
again, and you can, try to use your followers to.
And I get it, because when I was an influencer too, and I tried to use my stuff for free stuff,
and I hear it all the time too. I hear a lot of venues.
I would reach out to makeup brands all the time and be like, hi, can you send me free products? Because at the time, I didn't want to pay $50 for a face powder. Send it to me. I have 100,000 followers.
You know what that is? It's almost like when people say that, when they're like, oh, I'm gonna give you business. If you have to say I'm gonna give you business, you're not gonna give me business. If you have to say, just to put it out there, you're it's just not gonna happen, right? Just have fun, and if it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's like somebody goes to a club, right, and they can't get in, but they're somebody famous. Do you know who I am? It's almost the same thing. Obviously, they don't know who you are. That's why you're not getting in.
Or you did something.
Yeah. Probably blacklisted from you. Slept with the owner's daughter. Or something. I don't know.
What?
On the record, that wasn't me. So.
Better not be.
That's for another podcast.
No.
What?
If it didn't exist, it's not going to be for another podcast. Oh my God. Anyways.
But
so let's go into
tie that up with a bow.
Let's tie it up with a bow. Let's go into detail about how we got the chairs, how we bought the tables, how we decorated the place and everything. Let's go ahead and plant that in episode 3 because I feel like that's a whole. Because me and you decorated this place from scratch. The Glass Slipper Palace was built from scratch by you and by me.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
And you know what? Should we even talk about how, you know, we almost got ruffled by the mob, the Italian mob. Remember that? The movers. All right. So thanks again for watching. Thanks again for watching episode 2 of the Once Upon a Venue podcast. Yes. Tune in every single Wednesday. It's going to be amazing. And again, appreciate it.
Please like and subscribe and give us 5 stars.
5 stars. Appreciate you guys watching.
Thank you.
See, should we not even talk about that?
I mean, we probably shouldn't. Anyways, bye guys.